Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. Sending out announcements. Yes, once again, this is me showing off lots of offline runs. I kind of went wild with this game in the last 2 days. Just trying it out, and some stuff happened. Some stuff happened. Ba-da-da. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Oh, where's the chat? There it is. Oh, hello everybody. Sorry I missed you for a moment. Mr. Exister, Winnie and Magpie, it is bird time! We are back to bird time! It's been quite a while. It's been almost 3 years? This is like the beginning of Diminish all over again. Has it been 4 years? Yeah, it has. Oh my gosh. Eggs wave. Wave to the eggs. Yeah, it's been 3 years since I last grinded this. Almost 3 years. But yeah, like the beginning of Diminish, Will is like, has it been 4 years? Which at the time, we had no idea what he was talking about. If only his only worries in life were just Angry Birds, and not the intensely trademarked kind. But yes, welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing really well. Ah, it's good to be back. Hair is weird right now. Right now, they say. Coping with some heavy stuff, I'm so sorry. I'm doing pretty well, partially as a result of the fun that was had with this game in the last couple days, which I'm very excited to show off here. Yeah, life is still weird overall, but like playing tough and unforgiving video games doesn't just make everything automatically way worse now. I don't just I'm not incredibly unhealthy with it anymore. Which is even more exciting than the results of these offline attempts. But hopefully this can be a nice, cozy hangout for you. Yeah, I'm just getting my bearings again, just trying to figure out what the heck is going on, how to do the wave 2 patterns again. All that good stuff. Can Kent joust? No, well, maybe that is Kent! I mean, he's, well, he's not wearing the orange and blue. It's orange-ish. This looks like one of the guys from the other team, from the low team, riding our hero ostrich, or we're riding something different. Like, we're going against, I forget what all the lore is. Our bird is different than their birds, as I recall. But welcome, Jamich. Camp at the spawner and hope you get lucky. Our glorious ostrich. Their barbaric emus, yes! Our bird's better. Yeah, just trying to figure out these wave 2s again. That's still pretty fast, but it's definitely a significant point loss to die there and lose the mounting bonuses. The bonus eye. Kent got bunt into the depths of hell where he must atone for his failures by speedrunning this game. One run for each failed bunt. I love that the lore of Kent didn't just... Like, the legend of Kent isn't just confined to Baseball Simulator 1.000 or Baseball Simulator 1000. Maybe I should start calling it that because I think everybody else does. I'm so glad... Even though, you know, Kent is in hell here, so maybe saying that he's outliving that grind, maybe that's not appropriate language. He was so bad at bunting, he died and went to hell. They're so in sync. Ah, the absolutely minuscule detection areas of this game. It's an acquired taste, but it's something you get used to, kind of. It will always mess with you, no matter how long you play. The eggs, they look large, but their detection area is like 3 pixels. If that. Ah, yes. Youst. The game of trying to obtain eggs at the supermarket in the future year 2026. Oh, shoot! 2026 is here. Life is terrible. We are actually pretty close to a 50k PB there. One more... Yeah, no, that's so close. That's kind of scaring a PB for 50,000 points. My personal best for getting 50,000 points in this game is 1 minute and 44 seconds, which I believe is still second place. This game is cool in theory, in practice you're less sure. It is definitely, so this is a really, really weird juxtaposition of many different things in a game. Being a port of an arcade game where in some ways I feel like the physics engine is way cleaner in this game, but it's also, like, in all of the ways that it's immensely more robust and clean, it is equally less forgiving and more unfair. And more difficult to master than the arcade version. And probably the Atari version as well, which a lot of people also had experience with. Yeah, we tried to take that forward into a 100K attempt. All I'm doing right now is trying the short categories, the short points categories. Just trying to sink my teeth into this game again. Seeing if like 100K is the one that I know that I have maybe the best shot at. Because, even though that world record has stood for years, almost 3 years at this point, pretty much uncontested by everybody except Jade Perardua, who has come close several times, it has still stood the test of time, but, I still lost, like, 8 to 10 seconds on the final, I died on the way to getting the final points, which reduced the amount of points I got as a result once I came back from my spawn, which was just such a tragedy. So I lost like 8 to 10 seconds in the world record for 100K. So that one I know there might be some extra time on the table compared to all the other categories. And Wave 49 I have not completed. Like, these are Wave 49 splits, and it says that I completed 3 runs. That is not true. It says that because I made these splits out of my Wave 39 splits, which I did complete 3 runs for. And there's no way in Live Split that I know of to change the completed run stat. You can change how many total attempts you have in the file, but not how many of those are completed. And so this is incorrect information. I've never completed a Wave 49 run. The reason that there's a time there at all is because that's NES Cardinality's world record, and so I think I put his splits in there. Either that, or I put in all the splits. I think I had made it to Wave 49 once before, and died there. I was so close, like really early on in my attempts to get to Wave 49 after it became the completion category that NES Cardinality is still the only person to actually have submitted to on speedrun.com. I got so close really early on, almost 3 years ago, to actually completing that, and died right at the end. And I'm either using the splits from that, or I'm using NES Card's splits. But the 2247 is NES Card's world record. So that's kind of just like a placeholder. That's the time to beat when I finally do finish a run. And I don't know, I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if it's going to take me years to finish a Wave 49 run, and when or if I finally do, how long it's going to take with realistic strategies. But for now, I'm just trying to, like, figure out how to play the game again with the short points categories. So my main focus is just, like, trying to get decent starts, going a bit more aggressively. That was a really, really, really good Wave 3. Okay, we got something here. Maybe. It's Joust. You never actually have anything. It's all up to the game. 100... Yep. Everybody's going. Everybody's going. This is the worst area in the game, because everything is completely separated, and the bounders love to do pathfinding and just zigzag every which way and create separation. And they move so freaking slowly, but perfectly away from you. And so it costs... They cost you the most time out of any enemy in the game, just because of how slowly... Oh! Okay, that's still pretty good. Yeah, played it aggressive. Please come down, thank you. Oh, I didn't get that egg, so I don't get the extra bonus from getting in the air. That's a shame. Give me more. So a lot of this, a lot of getting the most points possible in these points categories, is choosing a spawn location and just praying that you get ridiculous luck with all of them spawning in the same place right where you are. Ay, ay, ay. That was a promising start, but Joust doesn't care. Joust does not care about anything. Don't remember how to do this pattern, and so I'm just trying stuff. I used to, when I was playing this game a few years ago, I had, because Wave 1, you can do almost the exact same way every single time, with very little variance, you get, a set amount of possible patterns for Wave 2, so you can learn the fastest way to do every single one of those. But this game is so robust in its physics that you can't do it the exact same way down to every single frame and pixel and positioning of your character. So Wave 3 will usually end up always being very different. So manipulation, limited manipulation ends at Wave 3. There's only one thing on Joust's mind, and it's jousting. A question from someone who hasn't worked the theory. Do you get higher points for letting the eggs hatch and rank up, and then defeating the higher level enemies? And at what point might that be worth farming over speed for a score attack? That's an amazing question, and it actually does come into play in my 50,000 points world record in the arcade version. Because the eggs hatch so quickly in the eggs wave, I accidentally let a few of them hatch in my 50k world record, and got a few extra points that way. In this game, in the eggs wave, they do not hatch super quickly. So all of the eggs take a long time to hatch in this game. It is a very good idea, especially like if there were like a 1 million points category or like a max out category. I don't know what happens once you get to 99999. I assume it's a max out on the score. But if that were a category, once you get to the end of Oops All Shadow Lords waves, that would be more viable. And we might see that come into play later, actually. Maybe not in this stream, but in a future one. Soon. Ba-da-da! Yeah, that's a good question. Which came first, the enemy or the egg? Joust. The answer is Joust. Good question. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, shoot. Okay, whatever. Still good. Holy cow, I did so much grinding between this run and now. This feels like ages ago, but it was only yesterday. It was literally... It feels like it was only yesterday. Wait! It was only yesterday! Or was it 2 days ago? Weird things are happening with my perception of time because I've been gaming so hard lately. It was actually 2 days ago. Whoops, it was 2 days ago. It was literally not only yesterday. It was yesterday's yesterday. I did have a strange feeling that you would really relate to that. Sure, let's keep this one going. It's fast on the timer, even though we lost a lot of points from dying. Oh, see, so Ultimecia or Ultimecia would have succeeded if only she had visualized the point of which she wanted time to condense down to into one of Joust's lances. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's not spoilers. Hopefully. Time is goop. That is very correct. True, correct, agreed upon. Wave 2. So this is my favorite one. That's like the fastest, consistent wave. I love that one. It's really easy to mess up, but once you get it down, it's so nice. Oh, that'll be a heck of a time. Yay, corner bouncing. We made it work because of pure aggression. So this is still a pretty good time. And point score. Oh, I got corner bounced. So now this is pretty slow. It's basically impossible to do these two waves quickly because of the combination of how freaking slow the bounders are in general and to engage with, and because of this awful stage layout where it's impossible to move around. Because it's impossible to move around in this game, period, with how incredibly difficult it is to turn and get moving, and momentum is key. Oh, the triple! You love to see it. And we got a little bit rewarded, but not much. Yeah, I'm just gunning for these. Just going full YOLO because we don't need to worry about lives. I'm experienced enough with this game that when I go for 100k attempts, I'm not really going to be worrying about lives at all. I don't know when we got 50k there. I wasn't paying attention. It sneaks up on you. Oh my goodness gracious. I wasn't fully set up for the spawns there, but I managed to make it work. I'm trying to camp in front of him so I could get the egg in midair and get the extra bonus. This is a very good score and a pretty darn good time. This is a solid 100k attempt. But unfortunately, now you see all the staged obstacles are back, and we have basically impossible spawns to go well. That's a decent start, but then it didn't go well after that. And now we've got the hunters coming in. This is just pure mayhem. You just always have to do... You almost always have to do a bunch of waiting. And now the pterodactyl is coming super early. And now my points bonus is gone. This run is pretty much dead. 0.1% of the paces that you get to this point will have things go well enough. Even though I have a lot of time to save, theoretically, on my world record for 100k. Oh! He fell through the floor! Fell through the lava. What a video game. This has been an interesting run. We got a triple. We got an enemy to fall through the corner of the seam of a corner of reality. And we actually have an outside chance of something here. What the heck? I don't know. I think it's gonna bleed away. Oh my gosh, wait! No, we're fine! Oh, no way! That was it! We just need... Okay. That's a 338. That is a new world record for 100,000 points in Joust. And again, you can see clear time waiting on the table. That egg just barely fell out of reach. That would have been more than enough for our last 500 points, like 5 seconds earlier. Oh my goodness. That was almost immediate. How many, like, that's 20 minutes in to me returning to Joust for the first time in 3 years. And I immediately beat a 3-year-old world record. That's really unexpected. As Zyzy perfectly said right as I said that, always struck by how these things just happen suddenly when you aren't expecting them. So surely, like, this was just pure luck, and this isn't an omen for what is to come with me playing this game offline for a few days. Because this game is so luck-based, it took me, like, so many attempts. Like, I had thousands upon thousands attempts on my splits on my laptop for 100k and 50k, and it took me that long to get a 340. Surely getting a 339 within like 10 attempts is a fluke, right? Right? Let's find out. As you can see, I'm continuing this run just to see if I have any shot at going longer. Because that was a very fast start. At least I think it is. According to these splits I have, it is. Yikes. Okay. So the hunters are very, very good at gluing themselves to the ceiling. And I think NES Cardinality doesn't like to mess with them when they're in that state, which is very smart. Whenever he's going for the longer categories, Wave 39 and Wave 49, he just lets them have their fun and does not challenge them when it's like it's like less than a coin flip for you to be able to kill them when they're in that state. But I have a different philosophy. I decided to end that run and move on because I was feeling the itch for the shorter categories. That is already a world record. What the heck? What the heckard? Let's get a water. So yeah, once again, I was doing these offline and chilling with some streams and stuff in the background. Probably tennis and stuff. So there may be some delays between attempts. Also chatting here and there, probably. That's so wild. 20 minutes in, after 3 years. Immediate 100K world record. And I did change that in my splits, so yes. The 100K parenthetical is correct now. Actually, it's a 338 though. It was a high 338, so I hadn't retimed it yet. I just went by the time that I ended up splitting at. I think that was my first time seeing that pattern in a while. That's another one of the super consistent ones if you do it right. One of the consistent ones if you're consistent. Sure, that'll work. Okay. The problem with starting on the top there, I mean, it is like the safest. Oh my goodness, it is like the safest bet. Having as much height as possible in this game obviously is very good because defeating you only defeat enemies when you're above them. You see, I was below that bounder, and so it got me. So starting on top is preferred, but so many of the enemies end up on the very bottom, and it takes 1 billion years to get there from the top on this stage layout. It's much nicer whenever it's the open stage layouts because then you can rebound from the ceiling just like that. It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it! I am speedrunning Joust, Master. My hubris has taken me here, and I know I have the power to defeat it. Surely I will not end up without any limbs. And on fire. And voiced by a legendary man. Ow! I now have no limbs and I am on fire. And my voice is significantly improved. Funny how these things happen. Just like Zyzie said, these things just happen suddenly when you aren't expecting them. One moment you're topping birds, and the next you're on fire in Star Wars. Life is full of whimsy and mystery. Console Wars, the Joust Awakens. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going in full speed on all these, because you can afford to take a couple deaths in these short categories. Not like... taking some deaths can really affect your score in ways that'll come back to bite you later. But if you die, you can just reset. There's, not nearly as much going into every single attempt when you're not going for, like, wave 49. Wave 3, fight! Ooh, oh man, that was actually a really good outcome, and they still got away. Oh, that could have been so fast, but it is so precise, and every single enemy can decide to do anything on any frame. It makes every time you miss something by just a little bit, you feel and look like such an idiot. But things... Oh, here we go! Yeah, there we go. There's the way you do that pattern. At least there's the way I do that pattern. It's not nearly as fast as the other consistent one, but this one is satisfying in its own way. Ow. Boom. Yeah. Disregard baseball, acquire egg. 3 each! Welcome and congratulations on Gauntlet Domination. That made me ridiculously freaking happy. Like, seriously, I was showing off one of my most ridiculous world records of all time, and then right after that, I saw the end of your first completion, and I got way more hype than I did when I got the world record, because I was just in shock with the world record, but when I saw you finish the run, it was just pure freaking joy. It was that buildup of emotion that I was just waiting to release ever since AGDQ. They make me happy. Like, it makes me happy to see me that happy. I'm glad it makes you happy too. Yeah, I can make a clip and send like the actual clip to you too. Yeah, it was extraordinarily hype. But yeah, GG. Oh my gosh, this is actually pretty good. Okay. The pace isn't extraordinary, but that wave really helped us. Ooh. That was looking like it was gonna be something there. It's still not nothing. Hunter. Okay, bye. No points there, but at least it's gone. No 50k magic here. Oh my gosh. The bottom spawner was the place to be. Oh! I was hoping for like a quint. Oh, that was something. I got the double and then I phased through solid matter. And again, the bottom spawner was the place to be. And I died. But that was interesting. This is such a video game. It's so delightful. And terrible. And beautiful. Yeah, I have a long history with this game. It was one of the games that I played since I was like 2 or 3 years old. And so it has special meaning, being able to go for world records. Like, Wave 49 is definitely one of my big goals. Like, just even completing a single run and getting world record would also be amazing. But also being able to reclaim the 50k world record would be awesome. Tom Cab's got a sub 140, which seems ridiculous. That's very Tom Cabs of Tom Cabs. Who knows? I got a 100k world record within 20 minutes of coming back after 3 years, so... Like, again, there's no way that's gonna happen again, but imagine. Just... What if? What if? I love the sounds in this game so much. The simultaneous kill and egg grab just is... It just fills me with joy. And satisfaction. Excuse me. Ow! You went up. Why did you do that? I will reset now. I guess I'm here now. Okay, that went pretty well. Oh wait, this is wave 2, never mind. I thought we were at wave 3. Now we're at wave 3. Whee! Still pretty fast. Oh gosh, I'm bouncing on my booty. We could have gotten away with it, but we didn't. Not the best spawns there. Tennis has begun for the night at the Australian Open. So now I'll have that going on my phone. Here's my favorite one. Oh no, I didn't get it. That's still not the worst start. Haven't found a skip for that animation or anything. Ooh. Now we have to go all the way down. And deal with all this nonsense. Like, we went as fast as possible, but it's just, there's no way to do, there's almost no way to do waves 3 and 4 fast. At least starting from the top. Left spawner was mostly the place to... Oh, well, it looked like I was trying there, believe it or not. It's just, I tried to hit every single one at once, and the first two were quite dispersed, and so I just went somewhere in the middle. It's like, I'd love to hit both of you right now. And I just couldn't accept that it wasn't possible, and so I just... That's a really good example of trying to have your cake and eat it too. Ah. Yeah, maybe I need to wait a little bit longer to manipulate that last guy to stay low. Bouncy? Practicing something for potential wave 49 attempts, just seeing if I can have consistency. I noticed there a slight problem with my CRT, which is I didn't have a very good sense of where the actual top of the ceiling was. Because, like, the top of the screen ends a bit early and, like, warps a little bit. And so I was like, oh no. Maybe this TV won't be great for wave 49 attempts, where I'm gonna have to be trying to camp at the top, as close to the top as possible. Bouncy? Oh, I missed... Ugh. See, I went straight through that egg because the egg has, like, a 1 pixel detection area. You're gonna be seeing that a lot in Joust NES. And we're gonna be getting a lot of yawning tonight, apparently. I didn't get the best sleep last night. Did I already say that? I can't remember. Yep, we're gonna be not at full mental capacity here. Wave 3. Fight! Yeah, that was going nowhere fast. Nice, we even got the bonus there. Always nice to see 10,500 points after the second wave. You never know if it... Like, it actually did matter. 500 points was the difference between me getting a 338 in my 100k world record 25 minutes ago and, like, a 333. Did I say 238? I meant 338. Yeah, my brain is scrambled right now. Oh, that was almost a good backup. Whee! It wasn't nothing, but it wasn't like I need some absurd luck. At this point, even the 100K world record, you need some ridiculously amazing spawns, especially from waves 6 through 9, to have any real chance. You need to have remarkably good waves 3 and 4 for 50K, and then amazing waves 6 through 9, or like waves 6 through 8. If you're really lucky, you can get 50K at the end of wave 7. That's, I think, part of how Tom Cabs got the sub 140. It's been a while since I saw his run. That's a pretty good wave 3. That's actually a really good time. Oh! But now they're all at the bottom. Just as long as they don't separate, and as long as that doesn't happen. I had to YOLO there. I mean, still good on the time. We just hurt a little bit on score by dying. Maybe this can go somewhere. It's all up to the spawning luck. I tried to rebound off of the platform there, and instead I just whiffed and looked really foolish. One. Whenever you see the first one, it's like, oh wait, maybe! That could be worse, though. It's not good enough for a 50K world record anymore. Okay, that works, though. Nice. We're still kind of cooking for 100K. And not anymore. Spawns give and the spawns take, and the bounders have no idea what they're doing, and so I don't know what the heck to do. That is a shame. A promising start, not so promising anymore. I mean, we'll keep going. You never know. I could get, like, the best waves 11 through 13 ever. These are almost impossible to do quickly. If you manage to finish these waves before the pterodactyl comes out, then you know you've done a good job, but that is so rare. It's... Okay. Nice. Oh, he's coming up. That is very helpful. That is one benefit to being at the top in life. Okay, pretty good wave 3. And no. We go again. Bouncy and completely blow it. Sure, we'll keep it going. You never know. I should really just take some of these and see if we get absurd spawning luck. It could happen any run where you get like 3 waves in a row with unbelievable spawns. Or that could happen. Or that could happen. That is also possible. Anything is possible. So I should wait. Yeah. I really think I need to wait lower there. And coax him to stay down. And then rise really quickly at the end. This one, I'm not entirely sure what to do with. That's still okay. Yeah. Finally updated my title with a new world record. Ah, yes. Whoopsie. Bouncy? I am gone, but it worked out okay. Very easy to booty bounce instead of actually standing on your feet. It's very precise. If you fly too close to the ground when you cross over a platform, then you booty bounce and your legs don't have enough room to extend. You have to actually give some extra space for landing to actually land. Otherwise, you just kind of bounce helplessly. Yeah, that was a weird one. I missed the egg. Bouncy? Now we're gonna have much lower points. Yeah, only 9,500. Not what you really want to see. Let's try out this platform, actually. Let's just see. Okay, they feed down from the top. And I have better access to the bottom. Like, I can go straight... Okay. Maybe that's my play for waves 3 and 4. Even if I don't get the spawns, I have access to the entire stage from there. Now I can immediately go there, or I can drop down more easily. Still not super easily, but I can just do that. Maybe I camped the right spawner in 3 and 4 now. I don't remember if that's something I decided to do in the previous grind. I'm sure I experimented with it for a short time at least. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Bounders are dropping like flies. Okay, bye. And so am I. Yeah, let's just keep doing the right spawner. That one, that bounder decided to be smart. Hopefully they don't decide to be smart every time. Boom! Gosh, I love that so much. Come on down. And that time they didn't play it super... Yes! Okay, I'm loving this. I'm loving... Oh, that is so fast. I am loving the right spawner so far. Imagine if we actually get some spawns as well. That doesn't seem to be happening, but we don't really have to, because now we have faster access to the actual, like, everything, to every level. Yes, this is awesome. I am now firmly a right spawner believer. Oh, I suck though. Still firmly a right spawner believer though. Which means the only time I camp the top... The only time I camp any spawner other than the right one for the entire game now is Wave 1. That's funny. Okay. It worked out at least. Yeah, we need way better luck than this to have much 100k potential. It's a decent end. Yeah, this is not super great. Chances, at least. I mean, it's still a great run overall. No, it's not. Whee! I can't believe that worked. We'll see what happens. Again, like, if I see better luck than I've ever seen before in waves 11 and 12, who knows? My score seems okay. Yeah, that's the type of usual spawning I see in this wave. It seems impossible to get amazing spawns in this wave. Wow! Yeah, and there's Terry. And there goes the egg. Goodbye, Terry! That was in my plan all along. So yes, you can kill the pterodactyl. You have to be on a very specific plane with it. Okay. Go! Yeah. And I tied. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh! Epsil! Thank you so much for the 56-month sub. I appreciate it so deeply. And it is absolutely excellent to see you. 20 minutes into my return to JOUST NES, for the first time in 3 years, I got a new world record. That was about 40 minutes ago. We've still been grinding ever since. Yeah, the luck hasn't quite been as... I mean, and this is me showing offline recordings, by the way. But, these are all very recent. I just returned to the game for the first time in 3 years, 2 days ago. And I've been messing around with it ever since offline. Ow. Yeah, take that. I guess I'm gonna keep going with this. But yes, incredibly unexpected, amazing start to, fiddling with this game again, which is... wow. Yeah, it says the world record is 339 now on the splits, but it's actually a high 338. I hadn't, like, gone back and actually frame counted it yet. Because I was just interested in grinding. Right spawner, my beloved. Yes, it's excellent to see you, Epsil. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you again for the sub. It means a lot. Ah! Your booty is too strong! It's so powerful, the world just ended. Let us build it again from scratch. Ow! Your face was too powerful. Yeah, we're just chilling. And I definitely have the capacity to chat tonight because I am not, having to play. But I am trying to commentate as much as possible. See, no spawns, but everybody is coming my way. On accessible planes. Yes! Like, we somehow we salvaged that wave. I'm gonna try the left spawner. Oh! Ah. Oh! Ah. I survived that. We booty tied. Now, that's a problem. If you're at the complete opposite corner of the map, and one of them is stuck on the hand, that's just always 10 seconds gone. There's nothing you can do. You just have to hope that the hand actually drags them in. You lose the points, but at least the 10 seconds isn't lost. Spending all that time to bonk off of 10 billion platforms to get to them. Yeah, yes! YOLOing in that way and having it work out feels so good. We got one straggler glued to the ceiling. Okay. Yeah. Not okay. I say. Yay. Bouncy? The ceiling bounce is so powerful against bounders. It's so powerful against any enemy. It's the key to getting higher level play in this game. Yes. Again, no spawns. Like, unfortunately, it seems like you don't get as many spawns on the right spawner. But the way they all feed in and you just have that access, again, like, that's still pretty fast for Wave 3. Yeah, I am definitely a right spawner disciple now. Sir? 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 I hope that bounder had fun. Maybe that's how they got their name. Should have been called a rebounder. Oh, goodness. When they decide to camp in between those two platforms there, like, that is inoffensible. They're in a perfect, like, the only way is to try to go all the way around and then be able to attack them from above. And that's like, they'll be gone by the time you get around. And 10 seconds will already be gone, and then they're already somewhere else and getting into even more trouble. I phased through the platform. It's actually saved time. Totally on purpose. Imagine if, like, this is a world record. Not looking good. Yeah. But that was cool, at least. Thank you. So many wild things, like... If you grind this game at all, you're going to see so much weirdness. And it's all so delightful. Some of it will negatively impact your game, but... The Joust Force. Didn't they make the Metroid games? I messed up the RNG there. Here's my favorite pattern. Got it. Thank you, sorry. So in Wave 2 in this run, I did finally employ the strategy of waiting a little while before trying to attack the fourth bounder. Manipulating him into staying lower so that I could rise late and then take him out. So that's something I'm going to try to remember to do every time I see that pattern on Wave 2. This is a pretty good pace in score and time. Not for 50k, but possibly for 100k. You never know what could happen with spawning luck. Of course you did that. Okay, could be worse. That's not the sort of spawning luck we need. That is, like, all things considered, that is still better than average spawning luck. In any sane circumstance. But I have pushed this game into, less than normal criteria. And Tom Cabs. Oh, the triple! The YOLO triple. Beautiful. Yikes. Let's go for some more. No, we'll just do it like this. Ceiling bounces, overpowered. This is kind of too slow now, though. I did a good job collecting the eggs there, at least. But that was not the sort of wave we needed. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Again, you never know. It's almost impossible to do the next few waves quickly, but we will try. Those are pretty good spawns for wave 11. Oh my. One bounder left and it's very hard to access. And I failed to go off the edge. And I got Terry? Give me good spawns, please. Oh my goodness. This is definitely way above average for these waves. Maybe we can even... No, Terry's still gonna appear. Oh, but we got him! Oh my... Wow, what a weird run this is. If we get spawns here... We didn't, so it's probably dead now. Wow, that was a heck of an attempt. Like, that was a way above average, waves 11 and 12. And even then, we weren't that close. It's just absurd how much has to go right. But I'm feeling good. I'm having a lot of fun, so onward we go. Nice. I am good at video games. Here's my favorite pattern. Ah! Even with all that, it's still possibly workable. The little toe taps. Okay. And goodbye. Psych! I still got you. The aggressive play is going pretty darn well, actually. Okay, left spawner was the place to be there. Yeah. Let's try again. Excuse me. And, oh, I messed that up so bad. There was no way that was gonna work. Stay low and then get him. Yep, so that is consistent. We figured out that pattern. Getting the middle two ones are tough, but if you can do that, then I know what to do. 2 spawns, and they're more separated than usual. That's a shame. You finally get the spawns, and then they don't cooperate. Of course they don't. It's Joust NES. Ooh, Borges got the break. Oh my gosh. That dude can play in the Australian Open. It seems like every year. He just goes to work. Oh, smart move, Bounder. You win. And by you win, I mean you are now dead less than a second later. Enjoy your prize. It's satisfying to just step off the edge and get the full benefit. Okay, still not anywhere close to 50k world record. Gosh, I know I just have to get unbelievable luck in the early waves, and it'll just happen eventually, sometime, randomly. But it seems unbelievably difficult. But 100k, there's more chances for wild things to happen. Ah, too bad I didn't get the egg bonuses. And the eggs, period. So score's a little low now. Let's see. Okay, let's just go aggro. But there's so much you have to pay attention to. It's tough to really go aggro there. It's like, go aggro on what? There are like 4 different paths you can take, and none of them are immediately particularly fast. You just have to choose one and hope you get really lucky with it. Yeah, I should have immediately gone right in the screen wrap there. But again, like, once you get to this part of the game, and especially with the pterodactyls appearing, there's just a ridiculous amount you have to keep track of at the same time. And then you have to make really quick decisions and try to stay a step ahead of every single action the game can make. I think I'm noticing that playing on the CRT actually helps me be able to do that. It seems easier for me to keep track of the field than it ever was on emulator, and I don't know why. Let's get this. Nice. Oh, corner jank, corner jank, corner jank. Okay. Thankfully that happened at a time where things do not massively matter. Oh my. And then they perfectly ceiling glue right after good things happen because Joust knows. Okay, bye. At least we didn't have to spend 10 seconds going after him that time. Oh, wow. A perfect rainbow right over them. That's surely what I wanted. Yeah. We go again. Excuse me. Bouncy. Ah, we missed the egg again. Shoot. Okay. This seems pretty agreeable. Good start, and decent finish. Too bad we couldn't get the egg. Okay. That's a pretty good sequence of spawns for... Ah! So things could be better. Ah, so close. Ah, so close. Yeah, this isn't that great. Yeah. Try again. Bouncy. Ah. Oh well, still not bad. For wave 3, that is. Yeah, I think I made the right decision there. Yeah, that was still the right decision for short categories, but he just outplayed me. Boing? Ooh, look at them come. This is... Okay. I am continuing to really love the right spawner. Come on down. That is acceptable, I guess. Not getting any of the egg bonuses. We're getting a lot of consistently fairly fast beginnings. The sort of beginning where if we get 5 spawns in a row in wave 6, like, and then really good luck after that, who knows? Who knows? Ooh, not bad. And they're trolling. Ceiling glue, we still got him, okay. Decent 100k pace. Give me spawns. Nope. Nope. And it's over. YOLO! Yeah. YOLO! Yeah. Nothing you can... The game gave me nothing. It is always all up to the game. You can do as perfectly as you can. But then the game has the final say. But you have to do things, like, it still matters to do things perfectly, because then you give yourself the chance for the game to say yes. It's definitely not at all that execution doesn't matter at all in this game. This game has a ton of execution. It is a very intense game. Oh! Okay. Wow. Things just got a little real, but again, this is only a good start. It is completely up to the game and what it gives us at all, if anything, whether or not this continues. Wave 6. Give me spawns. Left spawner was the place to be. Imagine. Oh my goodness, imagine. Unfortunately, we gotta work with what we got here, which is about 10 seconds slower, but that's a pretty good backup. Okay. Some pity spawns there. Oh my goodness, this is wild. Oh my goodness. Wait, I can PB here. And I did! That's a 142! I just got a PB and 50,000 points! Not a world record, but we're closer. Holy cow. Okay, let's try and keep it together now, because this is also an amazing pace for 100k. Let's try to not choke this and see if the game gives us anything. Again, it's completely up to the game. But yeah, this is awesome. Good point score and good time. Let's see what happens. But at the very least, we got a new PB. And how fast we achieved 50,000 points. Here we go. These are the waves that are almost impossible to do quickly. What do I even do here? Okay, we'll go this way. And I had nothing, like... YOLO, I guess. And yeah. Game gave me nothing. But 50k PB. That was a 142. Which, of course, like... I assumed it was just a 143. So I am wrong on both of my new PBs for this session. My 50k PB is actually 142. My 100k world record is actually a 338. Let's keep going. Promising stuff here. But it's like, I feel like I got an unreal... Like, everything went so perfectly. In, like, every single wave. Like... The difference between me getting that 143 and getting world record was me not actually choosing the left spawner in wave 6. That would have gotten me world record. If the luck after that would have been the same, which it wouldn't have been. It might have been a lot worse. It probably would have been a lot worse. Just based on probability. Oh my. Oh my! Ah! Video gaming. In that moment, I was the bounder. And I floundered. So that was fun. Oh dear. We go again. Nice. Very nice. That's a satisfying one to get. Let's do some swag! That seems like a fun thing to do during the transition animation. Okay, bye. Not ideal. They are perfectly separated into massively different quadrants, so let's reset. Accidentally splitting instead of resetting. So let's try again. Bouncy, 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 bouncy! And let's phase through the floor just for fun as well. Every time I do that, it's totally on purpose. Figuring out how to do that consistently would save time in all the egg waves, I believe. Not very much, but it could add up. Also, I continue to not be able to fight bounders. I can phase through the floor, but I can't survive an encounter against a singular grouping of the weakest enemy in the game. I love the right spawner. Waves 3 and 4 are actually really fun now. At least for now. Ah, corner cheese, or corner jank. Not cheese. For anything useful. Yeah, like, phasing through some of the platforms could probably save a lot of the, Oh, wait. Oh, we got the first 3. Anytime that happens, things start to feel real. That's still very helpful. Oh my. How long is it gonna take for us to get this last frickin'... Okay, at least he jumped there. Oh, we're so close to 50k there. It wouldn't have been a PB, but still. That's how close you can be in between waves. That's absolutely unreal that just happened. But that happens pretty often in Joust. Where they pick the absolute perfect moment to just completely relinquish their flight. And it just absolutely annihilates you at the worst possible moment. So this attempt for 100k is just about dead because of that. Actually, our point score is still pretty high. It would have been a lot higher if we hadn't been absolutely mangled and juked on. Yeah, this is a pretty wild point score. It could have been like 7,500. Wow. Okay, good start. Oh my. That is an unbelievable start for Wave 11. Now, can we do anything semi-quickly with these? He is doing all of the weirdest possible movements, and now here comes Terry. That could have been worse. It would have been nicer if they collected higher up. Ooh, okay. Speaking of collecting. Oh my, and the quick, and I mean, that worked. That was actually faster. Getting rid of Terry. Okay. Do we have a chance here? I don't know if we have enough points to get it in this wave, and I don't think so. Wait, hold on. Nope, we can't. That was a pretty close attempt. Oh, right there! Right there! We can definitely still get a PB in 100k in this... Oh. Holy cow. We're getting so many solid starts. Many more attempts have passed by now that I have skipped. We're now on attempt number 521. Here's my favorite pattern. Love it. that's a good spawning pattern. Okay, so now I can wait for him to come back. And miss. So that could have got a lot better, but we're still really good on pace here. Yikes. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's play aggro. It's a shame I missed that egg. Come down. It was such a promising start! Ah! Yeah! Bouncy. And bouncy, 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 bouncy. This is weird. Yeah, no way to do that fast. Let's do this again. Yeah, I went too early. Messed up my timing. I mean, let's see what happens. Maybe this will get us the RNG we need. It's a noobish looking start, but maybe it's the lucky one. Doesn't quite look like it. We'll see what happens. Oh, that almost was cool. Bouncy. And an extra one just for good measure. And time... No, we actually reeled it in. Nice. Ah. Yeah. I had a feeling that he... Yeah, I mean, there was literally no way to do that fast. I knew he was going to claim the height advantage, and so I played for that. So I was successful, but at what cost? Well, that's a good wave. Wave 3 was an unfortunate end, but wave 4... gives us something of a chance for 100k still, not for 50k. Especially not now. Oh my goodness. Bottom spawner was the place to be. Look at him go! Alright, we salvaged something. Nah, I didn't get any of those bonuses. Oh, yeah! That was a fun wave. Oh! Okay, hold on. This is why you don't reset those runs with, like, where I had that bad ending on wave 3. Already at 60k. Okay, got that bonus. Alright, this is good timer pace. Good-ish score pace. We kind of need better than this, but that wave 8 was a huge help. Let's see what happens. In some of the toughest waves in the game to do quickly. That's really good spawning for wave 11. And I got that bonus. What's the hunter gonna do? Oh, how did I get that bonus? What a wave 11! Hello, Tracy! We're on a heck of a run right now for 100k points. Let's see what happens from here. It's still all up to Joust. I have to play perfectly. Yeah, I hope you're doing amazing. Okay, nice. Okay, it's up to the spawns now, basically. This pace is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? You're joking. We got... there's no way. Okay, I'm playing well, though. I'm taking the crap that the game gave me. We're so close! Oh my... There's no way that that just happened. Just one spawn. Just one. 336. Once again, we were 500 points away from a sub 330. If I had just gotten that egg in the air...
Always so close to saving like 7 or 8 seconds every single time, man. That is the way Joust is, but that was a heck of a run. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.
But that is not the end, because I was obsessed and having so much fun, and so I played on. But yes, hope you all enjoyed that run. Oh, and now the microphone is on. It's on now. What was I listening to at the time? Is that Arcus? Double Saria audio. Whee! So yeah, the world record for 100k is now 336. Could have been a 328, I believe. And it could have been a lot lower than that if I had actually gotten any freaking spawns, but I played it so well after that. I just missed one egg bonus right at the end. And it seems like every single 100k world record that something like that happens. It's the curse of the 100k. But I've gotten 2 new 100k world records in the day since coming back after 3 years. What is going on? How is this happening? After thousands and thousands of attempts. Thank you. Maybe it is partially due to skill, but I'm wondering if it's the console effect. If it's switching to console from emulator and not having a lag anymore. I'm wondering if my consistency is way up in my ability to react to this game's unbelievably demanding and robust situations. By the way, this is a decent pace. Oh no! Oh. We go again. And if you fail to adapt or react perfectly to every single tiny little micro interaction, even when you're far away from enemies, and you fail to have a perfect appreciation of every single millimeter, every single pixel of the playing field at all times, then you'll lose runs just like that over and over and over. What a game. We go again. I know that there's more here, and I'm having an amazing time. That was an interesting situation. Okay. That could have gone better. Yes, glad you're doing well. Good to see you. Fun! We're having fun! Here's my favorite pattern on Wave 2. So satisfying and so fast. Man, TN and Borges are having a heck of a first set here at the Australian Open. Okay, oh! Good play. Going straight to the ceiling. They had the high ground. Have I played much on MAME? A bit, a few years ago. I do have a few world records, speedrunning-wise, on the arcade version. 50k and 100k, although I'm sure that high score players have probably beaten those times. They just never have submitted them in terms of speedruns. So they're not world record speedruns, but I'm sure... Ooh, that's a good situation there. Why did you have to go up? That's okay. Ah! But yes. Is that going through the floor? It sure is. That went through the seam, the corner between the lava and the platform. That cost... This is a very slow start now. That's always silly when that happens. Once you know what to look for, you can see it coming. Yeah, it's wild. It happened with an enemy early on in this stream. Enemies can fall through that same seam and fall into the lava and then reappear from the top of the screen and just plummet at Mach speed. It's a heck of a thing. Usually it happens to bounders. Ugh. I don't remember if I've seen it happen to Hunters and Shadow Lords. But yeah, the arcade version, definitely a good game in its own ways. Very, very different. Completely different physics engine from this one. This one, I feel like, in a way, has... Nice, I love this pattern. I prefer this one in some ways. The arcade one is... Woo! Like, this one has jank like that. The arcade one is easier to wrangle. And the enemy RNG is definitely way more forgiving. This is one of the most robust games I've honestly played. Like, for what it is, every single frame of gameplay, every single object on the screen can do, like, infinite things. Including you. And including the weakest enemies. It's so infuriating and difficult and alluring and intoxicating. This game, I'm probably gonna make like a big video essay about it someday, just talking about it as much as I can. Okay. So things could have gone a lot better in the beginning. But that's a pretty... Okay, we have a good point score here, and that was a decent wave 6. Let's get serious. Come on. Yes. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Did we just tie world record? For 50K? Where did that come from? That beginning didn't even seem that amazing in waves 3 and 4. Like, we lost a decent amount of time at the end of one of those... Wow! Let's hold it together. At the very least, I am no longer not a world record holder for 50K. What is happening? Okay, this is definitely the best pace I've ever had for 100K as well. Wow. That point score is bonkers. It's still all up to the game, but I'm going to try to play my best. Let's do this. The toughest waves to do quickly. And we did not get any spawns, so let's go YOLO and just hope. Just pray. This could be worse. Oh my goodness! Okay, I took that's the last enemy. It could be that could be worse. That's a slow ending though. This is still an unbelievable time. We need spawns in good situations. Okay, I don't really have a good way to YOLO this and just try to fly straight through. Oh, that's so close. How is... Oh, I was up like a pixel or two too low. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. If we get spawns here, we got it though. Nope. Nope. Oh my gosh. We're so close! Sub 330? Yes! The world's first sub 330!
Okay. Okay. There we go. That might have been a sub 330, just barely. Finally on 100K, and I think I might have tied the world record in 50K. Holy freaking cow. That was not a... I mean, it's almost impossible to get the waves after wave 10 to go decently at all. If we had, that would have been an unbelievable world record for 100K, but as it was, that's still a sizable improvement. I've been actually getting pretty freaking good runs in these last couple days since coming back to the game, as you can see. There you go. Hi. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. I decided to end that run on a happy note instead of having it die a slow death to Joust NES being Joust NES with me trying to go for wave 49 or something. Thank you all so much for watching. That was a weird run, both for 50K and 100K. The 50K pace was not good at all. I just got obscene luck in the later waves, especially the last one. So what the heck? What the heck? Shoutouts to Tom Cabs, shoutouts to Jade Per Ardua, Ness Cardinality, all of you Joust enthusiasts. Thanks for being along for the ride. Hopefully more to come. Let's go. Holy cow, I think the 50K was a 138. It sure looks like it. Setting the end frame now. 138.633. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to actually... I didn't think that run actually beat it. I thought it tied it. I hope I have not just incited Tom Cabs' rage and he's going to come back with a force and sub 130. But if he does, I guess I'll have to respond if it's freaking possible. But holy cow, 138 is the new 50K Joust world record for NES. So, assuming that that doesn't get beaten again anytime soon, then I just have the wave 49 record to go for the full sweep in every category on the board. That is gonna be hellacious. It already has been. Ugh. But wow. Wow. Okay. Now just to frame count the... what I assume is the... it has to be a 339. There's no way... wait. Or 329, that's what I mean. Yeah, that has to be a 329. 329.517. I thankfully did not freak out when I noticed I had one egg left. I could have maybe gone for one of the enemies instead to save a bit of time, but I knew I had an easier path to a surefire finish, so I went for that. Because I knew it was going to be a world record no matter what, and it happened to also be a sub 330. We'll take it. Alright. There we go. Thank you all for watching. I am a weirdo. Titles are updated! And you know, I stopped that attempt because I really didn't think I was gonna have any chance at wave 49. Thank you. Yes, sorry, Zyzy. Was in the middle of typing a thing about speedrunning and then just like, oh, record obliterated, by the way. The 50K one wasn't obliterated. The 100K one eventually was. Thank you, Mr. Exister, Epsil, Tracy. Oh, this is awesome. As Zyzy was saying, all these factors to juggle. Sometimes you wonder if it'd be better on my brain to just get into like time attack racing games like Ridge Racer or Outrun, but then you realize, no, absolutely not actually. Outrun does fascinate me. I love watching Chess Jerk run the Master System version. I hope he goes back to that soon because I adore watching him play that. Outrun looks like a really cool series of games. I will probably try them eventually at some point. Actually rigorously running them, we'll see. But I mentioned how I stopped that amazing start to that run. That would have been an incredible run to try to continue into finishing for wave 49, but I had no idea if it was going to be possible for me. Like, I had tried a little bit, just poking at it, trying to see how far I could get in the game, and I was dying at like wave 25. I tried it like twice, and I couldn't even get to like wave 30. But that night, I believe, later that night, I gave it another shot. Let's see what happened.
Oh, it's good defense there.
Sorry. Dropped my phone. apologize to it. Things will happen eventually. Let's see. Let's see how far I can make it. That is really quiet. Holy cow, that's quiet. And now it's black.
Oh, it's good defense there.
Alright, I'm gonna have to bring this audio way up. Temporary safety. Safety is only temporary in Joust. Yes! Okay, so it's probably a bit quieter right now. But I don't want to bring it up way too high just in case I get sound redeems. So I told myself going into this that getting to wave 30 would be a victory. Like, we've already achieved so much here. In like my first or second, in my first day back, I got a few world records in 100K. In my second day back, I got 50K world record. I beat 50K world record by a second. And I got the first ever sub 330 in 100K. So let's at least try, like, that, I was just trying to warm back into, like, remembering how to play the game. And in the meantime, I just absolute madness ensued. So, like, yeah, I feel like I am warmed up. So let's try for longevity and see what happens. 3 years ago, I had made it to wave 49 once. And then bashed my head into the wall hundreds more times over and over and over and over for like a month. And just could not get there again. And so I just left it for 3 years. I just couldn't do it anymore. It's just like, will this ever happen? I don't know, but I don't think I'm ready for it right now emotionally. Let's test it out. Let's see if that's changed. So yeah, again, this is a reminder. You see my splits? It says I've done 557 attempts and 3 of them have completed. That is farcical. That is not true. I have done probably more than that. These are my desktop splits, which were co-opted from my wave 39 splits, which I have completed 3 times. I have gotten past wave 39 3 times. And I used those splits to construct these ones for wave 49, so I could just have the information already in there. But I can't change the data in there that says how many runs I've completed. So I have never completed a wave 49 run before. I have never gotten to wave 50 in Joust NES. The completed time you see in the splits is NES Cardinality's world record. The only run ever submitted to speedrun.com. The only person in the North American version to show recorded footage legitimately beating wave 50. You see me playing a lot less aggressively. Just trying to get an attempt started. Just we're not going for full-on breakneck speed anymore. We're just trying to keep as many lives as possible for as long as possible. That makes the beginning parts of this game much more tedious. And to be honest, I wonder, with how well it was going, with me going really aggro in the beginning, if I should go back to going that aggro. If I die, I die. If I don't, then I get really fast starts. I don't know how worth it is. Oh my god. Oh! Well, I guess you don't need to go aggro to get fast starts if things like that happen. The almighty spawns. I forgore. I forgore! Oh, that stings. That stings a little bit. Oh, pure stupidity. Pure stupidity. Oh, I thought there were only going to be 5 spawns. I forgot that there was going to be 6. That hurts. We go again. Holy cow. Right spawn, my beloved. I'm so sorry I forsook you. Just shake it off. That run instantly just became a burning memory. But I am way, way, way better with handling stuff like that than I ever was the last time I was playing this game. I took everything so personally back then, and I just let things devour me emotionally. And now I just move on. I'm just different now. It just... I think a combination of age and medications and learning and just a lot of different things, but I'm just so much healthier now. And so I'm testing it out on a game that has really done a number on me emotionally in the past. And with the category that was the toughest on me emotionally. That I was never even able to finish because of that. Okay, little booty bounce. Goodbye forever. Pterodactyl's coming, isn't it? We did not even get the pterodactyl of shame. That's surprising. It takes a really long time for Terry to appear in these waves. Terry starts appearing a lot sooner and maintains that same spawning speed for the entire rest of the game, starting at wave 11. But before then, Terry takes a long time to appear. So if Terry appears before wave 11, you know that you've had a slow wave. This is not a slow wave so far. We got amazing spawn luck again, which is salvaging what has been a very slow start otherwise. Okay. Gonna make more use of the ceiling bounces now that I'm not going full aggro and trying to get the egg bonuses. Okay, yeah, really slow start. This is the slowest start that I've had since coming back to Joust, but we're just trying to keep lives. Yeah, I noticed high score players would just camp in the air at a certain point above spawning points and just let every single Shadow Lord just rise immediately right into them. So that game is way more solved. This one is unsolvable, it seems, because every single element of the game is so robustly governed by a billion different possibilities, all governed by RNG, which is constantly cycling and making decisions. Oh, wow. Oh, I've never seen spawns like that on this. What just happened? Wave 12 can do that? Okay, 100k can definitely... If that ever happens on amazing 100k pace, holy... That was obscene. Like, on one hand, of course it happened when I wasn't on good 100k pace. On the other hand, now I know that can happen. That's really exciting. Yep, hi Terry. We'll just eat that one. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's 100k. But yeah, score doesn't matter at all when you're going for these level progress runs. Yeah, eat that pterodactyl! Okay, wave 15, we are officially committing to taking this one through. We have 8 lives for now. We're gonna get to a certain point where it does not matter if you have 1 life or 30 lives. It's nicer, it feels nicer to have 30 lives. You're never gonna have 30 lives, but you can have up to 10, you can have more than 10. That was a really good wave. If you see it go into the letters, that means you have 10 plus lives. And that is a nice emotional cushion. But once we get into the later parts, if you get one stroke of bad luck, all of your lives are gone. We're not there yet, but we're not getting the... That's why NES card likes to wait until they unglue themselves from the ceiling. The hunters are a big problem whenever they get into that mood. Okay, finally. That was... Yeah, a single enemy can cost you like 30 seconds in this... Yes, you can. You can kill Terry by lining up really perfectly with your lance. There is a way to do it semi-consistently, but it's still governed by the pterodactyl's behavior, and so it's not fully consistent. It's still RNG. These waves are way nicer when it's just the open air, full freedom of movement, the ability to just drop down on everybody and dive bomb from the ceiling. Okay. Still not even halfway there. Every single sequence of 5 waves, you get tougher and tougher and tougher enemies. The reason we're trying to get past wave 49 is because that's the first sequence of waves with the final iteration of enemies with nothing but these guys. Oops, all Shadow Lords, who I just took out there. The guys in blue. The strongest regular enemy in the game. They are pure madness. You just have to try to stay above them at all times. As soon as the Shadow Lords start appearing, my new strategy is just to camp at the ceiling and try to maintain the highest height I can, as consistently as I can, and just hope that they come straight into me. Like, I'm gonna do it here. Nice. That's the sort of thing I'm gonna be hoping for the entire rest of the run. That was a pretty good wave. We beat Terry from appearing. That's a fast wave. Just as every time before wave 11 the Terry appears, you know it's a slow wave. Every time you complete a wave before Terry appears after wave 11, you know it's a fast wave. Am I gonna go back to Glypha at some point? No plans at this time. No competition or anything. It was not accepted to speedrun.com. Even though Joust and several versions of Joust have their own leaderboards for points, they decided that Glypha Vintage doesn't need to be on the leaderboards because speedrunning points is arbitrary. It's their decision, and I'm not really the sort to really want to argue things like that with... I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me. The thing about being below them is that they will dive bomb you. So I try to be above them at all costs, because it's like they are actually pretty good at feeding straight into your feet and just dying. Also, that can happen. I did to that game what rabbits did to Australia. Okay, so now you can see whenever you die and this is happening on the screen, you could just lose all your lives. You just have to pray that the game somehow lets you back up. It's like it's like trying to dodge rain. And I just dodged rain, so the run continues. We still somehow have 8 lives. If you die a single time when there are a bunch of enemies scurrying near the top, the run is probably just dead no matter how many lives you have. If you have like 50 lives, you'll probably survive, but you would probably lose about a minute and a half, losing about 20 of those lives. Unless you get obscenely lucky. And so you just have to never die, which is almost impossible. That's what we're up against. And we're not, and I think we're just about halfway there now. And it's just getting more and more and more absurd as we go. But I feel nice and focused. Like, I'm having an amazing time, actually. This feels good. It's so unbelievably satisfying. It's just a huge shot of dopamine every time a Shadow Lord comes, just rises straight into you and dies. Okay, I am alive. I am alive! I'm dead! Okay. Oh! Okay, so these... That's really stupid. Those were half panic deaths. Whenever you are in this stage configuration, you have a much higher chance of not losing as many lives because you have more room to work with. You have more room with which to regain your position. But I panicked. I tried to reorient myself too quickly without getting a full range, without really scanning the playing field and formulating a plan and timing everything. And now I died, and now this is impossible. I just got two quick kills though. But now, look at this. Okay, I actually timed that pretty well. I just got unlucky. You see, our lives are evaporating. And we're still 20 levels away. There's no way that 5 lives is gonna be enough. Like, again, like, lives only vaguely matter, but I'm not, we did, okay, so I did achieve my goal of making it to wave 30 at least. Glypha is very funny to you because it felt like introducing an invasive predator to a closed ecosystem. Okay, there's another death, but at least there are less enemies now, and 2 of them are low. So I can just focus on them for now. I have to get that egg off of the left side of the field, though, before it hatches and turns into another Shadow Lord. There we go. There's so much, and now there's a Terry. There's so much you have to pay attention to. And, like, the fact that the Terry is now guarding that egg, now I can get it. Okay, I always feel way better in this stage configuration, but, like, the enemies also have more range of motion with which to annihilate you. No matter where you are. Okay, good, good. Nice. Hunter, please, thank you. The hunters are even more... I worry about the hunters more whenever they're near the top of the screen than the Shadow Lords, because the hunters are more likely to stick perfectly to the top than the Shadow Lords. The Shadow Lords like to bounce a lot from the top because they are so frenzied in their motion. Like that. Like, that could have gone well, but it didn't. I just got unlucky with the bounce. Oh, let's just reorient. Nice. That's unfortunate. Oh, that worked out. Oh! My one extra input of shame somehow did not kill me. I don't know. Okay, bye, Hunter. We'll take it. Wave 35. So if I can actually make it past wave 39, which was the previous main category of this game, like completion progress category, before NEScard realized that that was not the last wave you can beat before the game stops iterating. Or after the game stops iterating. That's still an accomplishment. Like, that would still be a finished run to complete wave 39. Taking a death here is rough. But at least enemies are starting to come down and feed into me. Okay, so now we only have to do a 2. That gives me time to get up there. Terry is here now, though. There we go. Now let's go this way. I am faster than the hunter, so I can do this. That was actually pretty good play. That was a good decision. So I came into this session feeling really tired. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I should have seen him coming and immediately bailed. I did not, and now we're in trouble. Now we're in big trouble. This is over. We're probably not even gonna make it to wave 39. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I came into this session feeling really, like, tired and unfocused. But somehow I'm playing really well, and I bounced to the right off of that Shadow Lord. I didn't know if I was going to. I thought I might phase through him. I didn't. We are on 1 life, which is technically 2. Thankfully, Shadow Lords give a lot of points, but I'm dead. We're gonna die just before wave 39, unfortunately. Wait, there are only 2 left? When did that happen? I got a life at the last freaking moment! There's no way. There's no way this run is still going. I just beat wave 39. No, I didn't. One more wave. Okay, one more wave. My bad. If I had beat it there, that would have been a new Wave 39 world record. Somehow, out of nowhere, again. We can still do it, actually. It's 15-12. It's probably not gonna happen now. How am I surviving on 0 lives? Okay, oh, Pterodactyl slowed down? Why? That's an olive branch. He's just letting me live. He should have killed me there. I just beat Wave 39 on 0 lives. Okay, we're into the 40s now. We are playing with serious house money. Let's just see how long this goes. Like, there's no way we can take 0 lives and now 1 life all the way through, right? There's no way. Now there's no way. Absolutely no way. I'm back up. He can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep getting away with this. Okay, triple trouble. Oh my, what is happening? I should have been dead 15 times by now. This is the most unbelievable run, maybe in any game that I've ever been on. How is this? I have another life again. They're just coming straight into me and dying. Okay, this is not gonna end well. Wait, but he's faster than the Terrian, so that can happen. I do not believe what's happening, but I'm just in flow state. Like, back when this was happening and I was recording this, I was just in pure flow state. No nerves, no nothing. I was just playing the game. I wasn't thinking about anything. I now have 2 lives. We are actively gaining lives. We just cannot die anymore. Oh! Wow! What? I'm pretty sure this is plot armor. Like, what has happened to my ability to die? I have become... This is... I have 3 lives now! This is... If I have another 5 waves like I just did, this is about to be my first ever completion. This is unthinkable. And I'm on world record pace. I am on world record pace. Here it is. Oops, all Shadow Lords for the rest. Oh, they're phasing through the wall. Oh no. Oh no. I got up there again. He can't keep getting away with this. He can't. Terry's coming. I killed Terry! 3 more waves. Look at those spawns. This is happening. This is actually okay. Yeah, okay. Now it's probably not happening. He couldn't keep getting away with this. In the end, he couldn't. Unless... Now we got the open levels. We are two waves away. We're getting spawns! Oh my. I wish I would have gotten that egg. I think it would have given me a life. Wave 49! My 2nd time ever! I have a life. Now I don't. 0 lives in a dream and 3 enemies! Never give up! I was on 0 lives like 5 times. I was like 4 enemies away. Never give up. I guess I can do this. It might take another 5 years before the game gives me that kind of luck again, but I can do this. I can do this, I guess. It might take 10 years. It might literally never happen for the rest of my life, but now I know it's possible. All right. That was it. But it wasn't. So we will try again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And maybe one day it'll happen. Maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe. And so then I let Jade Parardua know what happened in Discord. And I tried again. And this time I accidentally left my microphone on. So you're gonna be hearing some extra sounds. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed one of the most unbelievable video gaming experiences of my entire life. So many things to note there. The first and most important is that I was okay. I was not only not upset, I was a little bit disappointed, but I was excited. Because on my first attempt of that night, where I tried to go for longevity, not only did I make it to wave 49, I made it to wave 49 where I was on 0 lives for like 11 waves. I knew then that it was absolutely only a matter of time. And I was feeling like, I felt like something had changed. Like, for sure, what I knew was that something had changed emotionally. I can take punches now, not just in the little interactions in the game, but 3 enemies away from this thing I never knew if I could actually do, because it was just too hard on me and too gruesome and too variance heavy and too difficult execution-wise. I knew that I could do it now. Thank you for the GG Jave. Flare, thank you so much. Yeah, this is pre-recorded again. That was an absolute treat to watch back. Holy cow. But yeah, I kept trying. Because that was so exhilarating. That was unbelievably fun. So you can hear me typing. I'm talking to the Jades right now. Telling them what happened and like giving them smiley face, like saying I lost right at wave 49 again, smiley face. Like, things are different now. Yeah, and you'll probably hear me clearing my throat back then and now because I've got a slight cold. Yeah, this time you'll be able to hear all the nice controller sounds. Thank you so much, Mr. Exister. It was such a heck of an experience. That's an interesting pattern. Dance, dance, dance. You can dance if you want to. You can be a frickin' bird. Yeah. So, I have no idea what to expect. Like, I believed it when I said at the end of that run, where I died 3 enemies away from the promised land, that it could take. I don't know if I just got unbelievably lucky, if I just got like a perfect god luck run to be able to survive to wave 49 like I just did, and just barely not be able to cross the finish line. I had no idea how long it was going to take me to get back there, but I wanted to at least give it, like, I was having fun. It was exhilarating, so I wanted to at least just have fun doing that again, even if I died at wave 32 the next 50 times. I had a feeling that I was going to enjoy it. Just the pure dopamine. Yeah, it wasn't just the fact that I was that close. It was the fact that I was resolutely on world record pace as well. And that was also a big motivator, because I had no idea if my first completion of Wave 49 would be anywhere near Ness Cardinality's time. And in the end, I don't think I was going to be near Ness Cardinality's time. I was going to be significantly faster. So that was also a huge emotional boon. Ow! And that was a boom, ow. I'm still keeping it going. Now I'm not. Yeah, the early part, I'm figuring out, again, one of the things that was so gruesome about grinding this and failing over and over and over and over and over again was having to do the first 15 levels over and over and over and over again. They're so tedious and frustrating to try to keep every single life intact with, and so you're not playing as aggressively, so you're naturally going slower, and every single enemy interaction is incredibly tense like that. You have no idea what they're going to decide to do on every single frame, because this game is the most robust thing ever made. It's just so much to deal with in the early levels. I found out during that close miss to Wave 49 that I actually love playing the late waves. At least in that run I did. I just want to get there again and just experience that joy. Yeah, I should start calling that the Burb Boogie when I'm dancing between the platforms. So let's just get another run past Wave 15 and start to get those Shadow Lords back into play. And just experience that rush again. We can do this. Okay, bye. Oh, the hitboxes. Yeah, so this is one of those really, really painfully slow waves, and I can't just YOLO and yeah. So that's the emblem of a very slow wave before Wave 11. The Pterodactyl of Shame. But we're gonna take it. You find it easier when the Shadow Lords are at their maximum speed. I agree. In a way, it's simpler than dealing with the Bounders and the Hunters. You just have to, like, from my strategy, all you have to do is just stick to the top and pray. It's way simpler than every other thing you have to do leading up to that. So now, yeah, let him do his thing. Just got there in time. Nice. And we can play nice defense here. Terry's gonna show up, but this is still a pretty good wave. I thought about trying to kill him there. Thought better of it, and a good thing I did. Okay. Thanks for that, Bounder, I guess. Terry's stuck. I've gotta rise above. There we go. Not the best spawns there. So this could take a while, and hopefully it doesn't take lives. That's better. That could have been a lot worse. I'm waiting for Terry again. There we go. Go through this way. Ew! That was almost a death. I cannot believe Terry did not rebound off the wall there. That was a textbook death situation. And I got very lucky. So we're into wave 16 with 9 lives. This is where you really have to keep your focus, because you're starting to, like, feel the tension and excitement of getting to the later waves, but it's still all hunters and bounders, and so there's so much freaking variance in every single frame of gameplay. I think that was our first death. And at least it was only one death, and it was a pretty quick one. Yeah, do not challenge at that moment. Whoa, I can't... If he had fully committed to the dive bomb there, then that would have been another life. Wave 49 attempts are nothing but me, like, intensely jerking in my seat. Terry! Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go! Big money, big prizes. That's wave 18. Bada bing, bada boom. See you later. That's pretty cool. And we didn't die there either. This suddenly is not that bad of a pace. Okay, Terry, what? Goodbye, Bounder. I'll take it. So long. See you. Goodbye forever. Here we go. 607? Wave 20? Okay. I'm not entirely sure what kind of pace that is, but that seems good. Let's keep going. It's time for Shadow Lords! We still got a Bounder on the field and still a billion hunters. But we still have to glue to the top! Anytime the Shadow Lord is present. We still have 10... Oh, that was lucky. That was so lucky. I can't believe this position is working. That is... Are you kidding me? That Bounder was so satisfied with its lot in life, having drained that death out of my soul, that it decided that it had had enough. It had achieved everything it wanted to do. At least it didn't cost me a bunch of time. Okay, that was a lucky situation. Terry's coming! What is he up to? Okay, let's go. Hunter decided to go down and... He knew that I wanted to have him separated from Terry. This is taking a billion years. There's the double Terry. That one is stuck as well. That is a hellaciously slow wave. Yikes. But I did what I needed to do to save my lives. Very nice. Oh my gosh, okay. A quick wave after the last one would feel really good, and that's exactly what happened. Can we beat Terry? Yes, that is a super fast Terry skip. That definitely is exactly what we needed after how slow the last wave was. This is a nice couple of waves in a row. As long... Okay, thank you. Nice. That helps so much. Okay. Halfway there. So far away still, but this is when the fun begins. And this is where I can start losing 8 lives in about 5 seconds. If I lose 1 life and get a bad spawn, it could be over right here and now. There's just so much intimidation. I've got to prioritize those eggs. Okay, I am still alive! Somehow. Thank you, Bounder. Yes, slow wave, but we are keeping our lives. We are now at 12 lives. Again, might not last at all. But it still feels... I somehow didn't get him there. It still feels good, though, to have them. In a way, it was very fun to survive for a billion waves on 0 lives, but... It is kind of nerve-wracking to know, like, okay, I have a very... on paper, I have a really good shot. That just happened! That corner bounce put me in the dead center of that egg. I missed it, and then the corner bounce took me directly into the pterodactyl. This is a perfect video game. Nothing bad ever happens to you. We still have B lives, at least. The sequel to B movie. Hunter was just biding his time until the exact moment that he was going to die, and that's the opposite of what he usually does, and I will take it. Playing with fire a bit by staying at the spawn points when everybody is so active and coming straight at me. But it hasn't been really deeply punishing me so far. No, I got the left bounce. There was definitely a way for me to go straight through the bounder there and not take a death, but it is what it is. We still have 11 lives. About to have 12 again. There it is. Into the 30s. Let's try not to lose like 7 lives this time on this wave. But it's so hard not to. Oh! Hunters are cooperating very well. Okay. That's fine. I will take that death. No death is like great, but some of them are totally acceptable and even faster. Decent introductory section there. Okay. One of the nice things about the Shadow Lords is that they can just stop in midair for a little while and allow you to just dive bomb them easily. Eey-yi-yi-yi. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I was gonna say, I am getting away with this. And then at that that was just really bad. Dive bomb! There go 3 lives. Again, like, this is, on paper, this is one of the nicer stage layouts to deal with. But it also gives them that much room to perfectly choose the timing to dive bomb you when you have no way to get around it. Okay. Exactly 300,000 points. That was a rough wave. Now maybe we can get another good finishing time for wave 39 here. And then take it from there. We gotta make it there first. Okay. 2.5 minutes ahead of whatever these splits are. Nice corner, jank. I think wave 39 record has an outside chance of being possible. That was a sticky situation and I'm alive. Oh, your legs caught on the ground, or else you would have gone straight into me. You did anyway, thank you. Right under me. Nice. Okay, lots of eggs to deal with. I'm just gonna eat this death and prioritize the eggs. Just make sure that none of them hatch. And cost me like a billion lives in a minute by 1 extra Shadow Lord being on the screen. Yep, that was the right play. I had learned my lesson from earlier. It's a good reaction to seeing the Hunter immediately come up. Okay, there we go. Nice. And now I can go for the eggs. And I even missed Terry. Thank you. I am definitely starting to play with fire by camping at the spawns that long. I cannot believe I'm getting away with it. Yep, nice. Nice. Okay, actually nice. Actually nice. That, I love it when I get the perfect rebound off of the lower one into killing the higher one. Unfortunately, it did not pay off that time, but I at least got the lower one. Can we actually get world record here for wave 39? We need a fast wave here. I'm even doing the body English now, just watching this back. I did this last night. Oh, dang it. Does that cost me world record? No, it doesn't. That is a new world record for completing wave 39. Not a sub 15. But we've already had an accomplishment with this run. And here we go into the 40s again. Two longevity runs, 2 times into the 40s. Can we possibly survive this time? We've got more lives. We got way more lives than we did last time. But again, nice job phasing through the ground there. Oh dear. We only have 2 enemies left, thankfully, but still, at least that gave me a chance to prioritize the eggs. So that kind of worked out. As long as we can keep it just to the 1 death. Don't do it, Hunter. Thank you. This is so intense, even in post-commentary. Again, I reacted well to that Hunter, and I'm getting so lucky. Not as lucky. And the rebound, the unreactable time on the place Here it comes. Here comes Joust. Here comes Joust NES. Oh my goodness, okay. Fire put out for now. What am I saying? This game is just perpetually on fire. Oh no. I cannot believe I got out of that. I can't. You just have to get so lucky every time. Every time you die, you just have to get unbelievably lucky to not lose another 10 lives. I got lucky and I'm losing 10 lives. Okay, good job bailing there. Yeah, okay, we'll take it. But now we're not looking nearly as good. Now it's very much in question. That helps. That helps. Oh my goodness! That is the best late game spawning I've ever seen, and now I can just do this. Yowie zowie. And we skip Terry. Okay, here we go. Final 5 waves once again. I cannot believe I've made it back here twice in a row with runs that made it past wave 15. 7 lives and a dream. Oops, all Shadow Lords. For my first ever completion of wave 49. We are on world record pace. Thankfully, that death could be worse, but look at these guys go. Nice. 3 more waves. 21 more enemies. 20 more. 19 more. Oh, how did I survive that? I can't believe I just survived that. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna start opening up. My past self is gonna start, like, I realize that this might be it. So I'm gonna start commentating a little bit. No, we can't go for the Terry kill there. Open field, 2 waves left. 14 enemies, 13. Come to me, my pretties. Shoot. Lock in. You are not home free. You are so far away. By far my best attempt ever. Let's see if this goes wrong. Seven, 6, 5, 4. 4 lives is nothing. 3. Composure kept. One enemy remains. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought it was about to go wrong. I thought that was it. I thought they were about to go Super Saiyan and oh my gosh. Let's see how far I can go. I doubt I can go much farther than this. Sorry about the tennis sounds the entire time. I meant to mute my microphone, but I guess you got my reaction for my first ever completion of Wave 49 in JOUST NES. I wondered if this was ever going to happen for me, and now I'm dead. I wondered the moment I got complacent-ish. I didn't get complacent in my gameplay. I got complacent enough to say, "Come to me, my pretties," like a freaking idiot. Tempting the game to absolutely annihilate me. And it started to. It really started to. I am so lucky I had all those lives to work with. Well, not lucky, I guess. Well, it's always part luck with Joust. With the frickin' Say game. Pterodactyl's coming. It's always part luck. But I somehow just played unbelievably well tonight as well. As well as being really tired. Was this the run where I also got, like, 7 in a row of the spawns in the same place? I can't remember. If there was this one or the last one. It was this run. This was also the current Wave 39 world record. Leaderboard sweep. So it feels good. There were definitely a few slow waves, that's for sure. Yeah, a couple of really slow disaster waves. Let's go! Wave 55. I highly doubt I'll make it to 60, but let's keep going. I forget what NES Card's PB is. This is where it ends for me, though. He can't keep getting away with this. He can't! That was so lucky. He can't keep getting away with this! Terry, please. No way! Oh, I had a life. Goodness gracious, this game is sentient. Terry was so kind today. This entire... What a day for JOUST NES for me. I got the 50k world record. I got the 100k world record. First ever sub 30. And I got the Wave 39 world record and the Wave 49 world record in this. Oh my god. Both the 50k and 100k world records were in the same run, and the Wave 39 and Wave 49 world records were in the same run. What just happened today? What just happened? I haven't played this game in years, aside from just like picking it up for a marathon here and there. For like a speedrunning marathon just to run 100k just for fun. What in goodness gracious name just happened? What? In that game, in a 2.5 minute game, and now... This is the same as how it was with the baseball simulator world record I just got the other day. Just like getting the absurd beanball luck to get world record by 1 billion seconds in that game, in a 2.5 minute game. And now I came back to Joust, and it just, everything just came together. It has to be that I'm playing on console now. It has to be the switch from emulator. Imagine if this actually happens with River City Ransom. Imagine. But this is not River City Ransom. This is about Joust. Oh my goodness, I hope you all enjoyed that. I cannot believe this. I thought it was gonna take weeks and weeks and weeks of more attempts every single day, of hours and hours of more attempts. My cheeks are still so flushed. This is ridiculous. This is unbelievable. And it's a shame that Wave 49 itself was such a disaster, but I guess that just added to the freaking drama, didn't it? Like, yeah, from a speedrunning perspective, that was really slow. There were a couple of really slow waves, as always, but just, you can see how my strategy ended up working, because the Shadow Lords just kind of feed into you, like moths to a flame. If you get good luck. But I just was lucky today. It just happened. It just happened. I cannot believe this. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry for the tennis audio. That like my phone was propped against my microphone, so the audio is surely extremely contaminated. So I apologize for that. Of course, not everything can be perfect. But that's been on my docket for years. And thank you, NEScard, again, for inspiring me to speedrun this game. And thank you to my parents for having this game in the library for the NES by the time I was born. And so it was one of the games that I became fascinated with right away in my life. As of now, I have the leaderboard sweep. I am the world record holder in every single category on speedrun.com for Joust. I'm the second person ever to submit soon an actual completed run of Wave 49, and I don't know if that is the North American personal best in terms of progress, in terms of level. I think that was level Wave 57. I can't remember how far NEScard got in his Wave 49 run. And I've seen somebody get to like Wave 90s on the Famicom version on YouTube, which what looked like very legitimate gameplay, and now I believe I could probably maybe do something like that too, with how unbelievably well tonight went. I thought that it would be almost impossible for me to get to Wave 49 once. Tonight, I got to Wave 49 twice in 3 attempts. Twice in 2 attempts past the beginning. Oh, and the second one made it to Wave 57. That's just, I don't know. It's wild. It is very, very wild. Cool. So we are getting in massively into ramble territory. Shoutouts as well to Jay Parardua for also being amazing at this game and being incredible friends and loved ones. And thank you, Celine and friends, the Woodlings and the Polycare and the Clan Sugar Doom for like this. If I can defeat this game, maybe there is a lot more hope in my life than I thought there was, like emotionally. Because this was one of those things where it was unhealthy for me to play this game emotionally, and I mean, I didn't have to grind very much in this game to get all of my goals all of a sudden, all at once in one day right after coming back, but I feel like something has been unlocked. And again, maybe it's just the lagless console setup, but this is new. This is really, really, really weird in a really good way, and it's not sinking in. So maybe River City Ransom really is next, and maybe it actually is possible for me. But thank you all for watching this Joust run, and if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed my weird rambling. Thank you all. I wish you all the best. And maybe we'll come back to this and maybe we'll try to go even farther. We'll see. I feel like I should try to get sub 15 in Wave 39. Until then, dream on, folks. Peace. Holy cow. Let's go. I'm numb. I'm numb. I'm numb. I don't know what's going on right now. What? Truly, what happened with Baseball Simulator and now this game were so unbelievable and so sudden that I wasn't nearly as excited as I thought I would be, as euphoric and relieved. It was just, yeah, I really, like, numb was the best word. I was so overloaded and so shorted out that I was incapable of actually feeling things. I'm still, like, in both cases, I'm just in shock. I'm just in shock. And you know the best part? I kept going that night. That was not the end. I was having so much fun and I was so confident. I was like, what if we just did it again? So I kept trying some stuff. I really hope you all enjoyed my first ever completion of Wave 49 in JOUST NES. It has been a heck of a time in the last few days. I never, ever, ever imagined my return to this game would be like this. I did believe in myself. I knew that anything was possible, but for all of this to happen so soon and so emphatically, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, goodbye, Bounder. That was truly a bound. Some might call that a rebound. Okay, at least we got the egg bonus there. So I'm going for a more aggro start. I'm kind of combining 100k pace starts with a Wave 49 attempt just to see if that's a good strategy. Like, now that the monkey's off my back and I finally completed a Wave 49 run and it's a Resolute World Record, what if we just went hard in the beginning? And this is a pretty good start. If we get spawns, like, we need better than that. But again, like any single wave, anything can happen in this game. And not the best pace. And thank you for being here, Zark. Thank you all for being here. Tracy, Zark, Lixian, welcome. Flare, Swords. Epsol. Mr. Exister, Sir Phobos, thank you all for the GGs. This could be a lot faster. Yeah, this is a very average pace. Very, very average pace. Like, point score is pretty good. And with a good point score, even with a very so-so time pace like we have, let's see if things can get weird. That's kind of weird. That's really weird. Not an amazing ending, but even just getting 3 spawns at the top there is pretty uncommon. I'm really glad, Epsol. It's a joy to bring it to you and to be able to share it with so many people. I got the aerial Terry kill? That's a lot of points. Things are getting weird. I need to go super aggro here. Or we can just do this. Tom Cabs! Let's go! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we have an outside... We have more than an outside chance. If we get spawns here... No! Wait! It's another 329! We just got another 329! 100k. And I think that was a faster 329. That was without the benefit of the 138 50k. Like I said, that was a very average or so-so time pace, but we had a lot of score, so weird things could happen. That was pretty weird. Ow, and now I'm starting to lose lives. So maybe, yeah, I've already lost like 3 lives here, so maybe this is less viable for... I mean, 7 is still not bad. We'll at least see how far this goes. 1.5 Terry kills. Yeah, we at least cleared Terry off the screen immediately, which was good for time. But yeah, thank you so much, Tom Cabs. I don't feel safe from you with a 138, but it came out of nowhere. I almost kind of hoped that we could share the 139 together. Yeah, thank you. It was an absolutely mind-blowing and mind-numbing day of Joust. So, I could submit either one of these 329s. Okay, now we're not looking so good on lives. I could submit either one of these 329s. I might go with, just for the principle of the thing, I might go with the double world record, the 50k and 100k together. This one was pretty cool, though. With the aerial Terry kill, we'll see. Yeah, we didn't win the interaction with the hunter glued to the top there. 6 lives in wave 19. Ay, bad timing. Yeah, I decided to just cash in on what I had there. But I want to show you my reaction, because I actually had, this time I had the webcam on me. I want to show you my reaction to getting the aerial Terry kill. Hello? That is being in the zone. Didn't even move a muscle. Like, yeah. Sure, let's keep playing. That's when you know you're in the zone. Ha. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And I am delighted to tell you all, after 3 hours of showing and commentating pre-recorded attempts, I may not even be halfway through showing off what I have done in the past 3 days. That will continue another time. Even though I feel like I could go forever and ever and ever right now, and I'm having an amazing time with all of you, and I am so incredibly grateful for all of your support and attention and intrigue. I'll probably be back tomorrow night, showing off more of this absolute madness. Because I again, like, just getting this this new 329 in 100k was not my goal of going back in and playing the game more after getting my first wave 49 completion. I wanted to see if I could not only complete it again right away, but if I could get a new, better world record with less big time losses in some of those waves. We'll see. Until then, this seems like a great time. I could raid Nest card, but I'll probably just go hang out, and I'm gonna send the support and love to somebody who was in the stream earlier, Zyzy Squirrel, who I think might have had to duck out just before. Like, she was there for my near miss where I lived on 0 lives for like 15 waves and made it to wave 49 and died 3 enemies away from the ending. I saw her react to that. I did not see her react to anything after that. So I don't think she knows all of the glory that ensued hence. So we can what was my time? Right, it's right there. 1931, wave 39. We can make that our wave message. Our wave message! If you'd like, we can do this raid message. 1931, wave 49, beaten. Zyzy is playing a really interesting JRPG, 7th Dragon 2020, where they are fighting dragons, at least 7 of them. I'm not sure which one she's on. It's a really, really kind of cutesy game with an interesting vibe. I've been enjoying watching it. And And I will be back probably tomorrow night with more of this. Until then, I wish all of you the very best that life has to offer. Thank you all so much. Dream on, folks. Peace. Take care. Thank you all. Let's go!
Shop. There's at least 2 skills I can